FR available to citizens and aliens. Introduction. FR typically refers to fundamental rights. These are a set of rights and freedoms guaranteed to the citizens of India under Part 3 of the Indian Constitution. These rights are considered essential for the protection and well-being of individuals and are enforceable by the courts. However, the extent to which these rights apply to aliens, non-citizens, in India can vary. Fundamental rights available to citizens in Indian polity. Right to equality. This includes equality before the law, prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth, and equality of opportunity in public employment. Right to freedom. This includes freedom of speech and expression, freedom to assemble peacefully, freedom to form associations or unions, and the right to move freely throughout the territory of India. Right against exploitation. This includes the prohibition of forced labor and the protection of children from exploitation. Right to freedom of religion. This includes the freedom of conscience and the right to freely profess, practice, and propagate one's religion. Cultural and educational rights. These include the right of any section of citizens to conserve their distinct language, script, or culture, and the right to run educational institutions. Right to constitutional remedies. This enables citizens to approach the courts for the enforcement of their fundamental rights through writs like habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, certiorari, and quo warranto. For aliens, non-citizens, in India, the application of fundamental rights is somewhat different. Right to equality. Certain aspects of the right to equality, such as equality before the law and the prohibition of discrimination, may be available to non-citizens. However, there may be certain exceptions and limitations. Right to freedom. Some aspects of freedom of speech and expression may be available to non-citizens, but there can be restrictions, especially in cases involving national security and public order. Right to freedom of religion. Non-citizens in India generally have the freedom to practice their religion, subject to certain restrictions for maintaining public order and morality. Other rights. Cultural and educational rights are primarily applicable to linguistic and religious minorities among Indian citizens. Non-citizens do not have the same rights in this regard. Conclusion. It's important to note that while certain fundamental rights may be available to non-citizens, the Indian government has the authority to impose reasonable restrictions in the interest of the sovereignty and integrity of India, the security of the state, and public order. The specific application of these rights to non-citizens can vary, and legal interpretations may change over time through court rulings and legislative amendments. Thank you.